Good morning. I hope everyone had an amazing spring break. I know it was different than what a lot of you planned, but I hope you still had some fun. I wanted to send out a video just kind of explaining the new packets. This morning I did have a Google Meet scheduled. It was on Google Classroom. I had 4 friends, Zoe, Peyton, Eva, Josie, joined me for that phone video meeting. So, I just wanted to kind of explain some things that I went over with those girls. Girls were the only ones to join. Boys, you better step it up on Wednesday morning. Wednesday at 10, we're going to have another Google Meet. It's on your Google Classroom, so make sure you log into that and join us. But I wanted to make this video to kind of explain the new expectations of your packet. So today is NTI Day 11, and you'll notice your little itinerary, or almost like your weekly planner, it looks a little bit different this week. We changed some things up, and I wanted to make sure everybody understood what those were. So first thing is just like normal, your handwriting, you're doing the letter Z today, but then in math, you have a new kind of way of us doing the packet. There's always going to be a word problem of the day, which is one word problem, and then you're going to have 4 multiple choice questions. That's on the front, and then on the back of that sheet, you're going to have a fluency practice. So it's working on multiplication or division or some kind of a fluency practice. You will also see the math word problem of the day. I have also posted on our Google Classroom. So to kind of encourage kids to like share what they got as their answer and for us to kind of have a math talk, I posted the word problem of the day on Google Classroom for your kids to then type their responses and share their answers. That will post at 8 o'clock every morning. But then at 12, there'll actually be another video that pops up on Google Classroom, and it's going to be me explaining how to do the word problem. So no one will be sitting there going, I don't know how to do this. Every day, I'm going to teach how to do that word problem of the day, and it'll pop up on your Google Classroom at 12 o'clock. So at 8 is when the word problem will pop up for you to answer, and you and your classmates can talk to each other. But then at 12, another video will come up, and it'll be me teaching you how to do the word problem. So if you answer it and then you figure out, oh shoot, I made a mistake, it's okay. I'm just going to reteach it. You'll see how to do the problem, and it'll be a little bit easier. So just know your math work is going to be on your Google Classroom, and you can see the word problem of the day and the answer to the word problem of the day each day throughout these next 2 weeks. So that's your math. Then you all are supposed to be silently reading. Make sure you read a good fit book. Then you all have your own pick of reading. Try to read for 10 minutes. Then you've got your reading response. Now this sheet is different. It looks different, and then it also has on the front what you're supposed to do. It says write 1 paragraph about the book you read. You have to tell the book's title, the book genre, your favorite part, and anything that you found important. And this paragraph has to be at least 5 sentences long. So if you actually look at that sheet in your packet, right before it, there's a little reading response rubric, and it says you have to capitalize the title of the book, you have to capitalize the author of the book, you need to write the date that you wrote this this paragraph, and then you have to write, a connection or an opinion about the book. It has to explain. You have to use evidence from your book. So that's kind of how I'm going to grade your work on this reading response rubric. But then it's got the next sheet tells you write your paragraph about what you read today. Make sure you remember 1 paragraph is at least 5 sentences. So make sure you are writing at least 5 sentences. Then you have the same passages, the 2 reading passages. So one of them's Trees and You, and that one you're comparing and contrasting. Compare means what do they have that are the same, and then contrast means what is different. And then you have a reading passage that's a way to compare trees, which is once again comparing and contrasting, asking you some things that are alike and unlike, just different things about the reading passage that you read. So those are the things that are in your packet that are a little bit different. I wanted to make sure everybody knew how this was going to go, and make sure that you're getting on Google Classroom so that you can see and answer that word problem of the day, and so that you can then see the video of me teaching the word problem of the day. Also, something that you will see on your Google Classroom is a a challenge, and this week's challenge is a Lego build challenge. So your challenge is to build a structure out of Legos. If you do not have Legos, you can build it out of anything you want. Okay? So just know that is the challenge. It is due by Thursday. Send me a picture by 2 o'clock, and I will then send a Google form out to everybody on Friday for you all to vote for which one was your favorite. Remember, you're competing for the Amazon gift being sent to your house. So make sure you're getting these challenges done. Also, I already have some students who have 4 dojo points just from today, because you earn dojo points for participating on Google Classroom. So like this morning, I posted our math word problem of the day, and I already had Lila and Brody who answered the math problem of the day. So they've already earned dojo points. It's the same word problem as what you're doing on your NTI packet, so it's not extra work. It's the exact same problem. All you have to do is type your answer in on Google Classroom, and if I see your answer, I'm going to give you dojo points. And remember, at 12, there's going to be a video of me pop up that shows you guys how to do that word problem. It's going to tell you the answer. I think that's all that I really needed to kind of explain to you all. Last thing, forgot this. Eva has asked that we continue to do our writing pieces. So the next writing piece that we were going to do in class is a fairy tale writing piece. So what I am going to be posting on your Google Classroom today, each day this week, is I'm going to share somebody's writing piece that is their fairy tale. Now, a fairy tale is a story that you all have heard probably. I know kindergarten was studying fairy tales, so some of you all that have younger siblings, they can tell you about fairy tales. But I've also posted, you can get on Epic and read some fairy tales, but these students have taken a fairy tale and they have adapted it, which means they've changed it so that it's their own version of the fairy tale. So you may take the 3 little pigs and you may turn it into the 3 little squids and make it a story about the 3 little pigs, and the big bad wolf, but not about them. You made it into the 3 little squids and the big bad shark. So it's just taking a fairy tale and changing it so that it's your own. This week, every day, there's going to be a new story that a student has already written for you guys to just read and then share some things that you liked about it. So just type some things on this question. Like today, it's a story by Xander. So it's just asking, what did you like about Xander's piece? So it starts out, the title of his is called Usher's New Outfit. Once upon a time, there was a big, white, fancy mansion. In the big, white, fancy mansion slept a singer named Usher. Usher loved clothes so much that his closet was bigger than his room. He could not get enough clothes. So that's just the beginning of his story. You guys can read more about Usher and the fairy tale that this student wrote. But you guys are going to eventually write your own fairy tales. I'm just going to kind of share with you some fairy tales that have already been written by 3rd graders so that you guys can see what this will look like when you guys start to do your writing piece. So I think now that's officially all that I needed to make sure you knew about today and our new packets. I'm very proud. Mr. Bratcher sent out an email saying how many students from each class picked up their packets, and in our class, everybody but 2 students had picked up their packets yesterday. So I'm very, very proud. Make sure you reach out to me if you have any questions, anything that you want me to kind of go over, or anything you wish was on our Google Classroom. So I love each of you, and I hope you're doing well, and I can't wait to talk to you all. Remember, on Wednesday, we're going to meet virtually on Google Meet. So make sure you get on your Google Classroom and click on that link. We're going to meet on Wednesday at 10. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.